Hello and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm Deirdre and today I'm doing the zone cleaning of my Zone 5. If you're new and you haven't seen any of these before, then I'd love you to subscribe and come along with me, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. But also you can go back and have a look at zones 1 to 4 and just see how I organise my zone cleaning, which is a little different from some, but is all focused on making sure that it works the right way for me and encouraging you to do the same. Find a system that works, that's just right for you. Can't see, fringe is too long. This is pretty standard. Usually I'm standing in front of my ponies and they also have long fringes, so it's sort of a thing around here apparently. So I will be cleaning my bathroom, laundry, loo and my car. Now I may or may not take my car through to be cleaned because it's been raining and it's going to rain some more. And it's nothing worse than having just cleaned your car and have it rained on. But having said that, it is pretty dirty again because we had a dusty day and then we had rain. And that was wonderful. As you know, it just turns everything into mud. Now, you may think it's a bit crazy having my car as part of my house zone cleaning, but otherwise I can easily miss a couple of months of doing just the basic maintenance that's so important to keep your car safe and just hop into it and drive. So every month I tag it on to this particular zone because it's probably the smallest, and I make sure that I've got the correct tyre pressure, I check the oil, I check the coolant, and I check the windscreen wiper washer. Yeah, the wiper washer, yes, I'll get there eventually. I need another coffee. And the other thing, of course, is I take it through for a wash and clean and vacuum the inside and wipe everything down. Just basic maintenance, but care for it. It's also due a service this month, which is a bit scary, but anyway, it'll go in for that. And everything else is just a matter of keeping it in good condition, so I can just walk out the door, hop in it and drive for 1,000 kilometres if I want to, because this is Australia and that's practically next door. I mean, it's Sydney, so Sydney's our next door neighbour, so that's 1,000 km. Yeah, it's a big country. And that's what I'll be doing this week, so I'll definitely do all those checks, whether I drag you down to actually have me do it or not, that's another thing, but I would encourage you to add on your car to your maintenance routine of your home because it's very important. Today it will be pretty standard cleaning, tidying. I'm going to have a quick sort through my bathroom and then I want to steam the living daylights out of my loo, and I need to do a quick sort in the laundry as well, which is okay but just a little bit untidy for things like cleaning cloths and things. Right, shall we get going then? Step 1, I've got my cap on. Step 2, I've got a giant jar of water. Got that with some lemon in it because I am horrendously thirsty. I'm going to need a coffee halfway through this, but water will start. So first I'm going to do a quick declutter and just make sure everything goes back in the right place, and I may in fact clean my makeup brushes because we all know how icky these get and you need to keep them clean. They're going on your skin all the time. Keep everything that goes on your skin in good condition. Okay, I have my little blue container that I will end up putting things in, and I have the magic Dr. Bronner's to do the actual washing, and yes, I broke my fingernail right down, so don't look at that. Now, when I do this, I don't make it deep or hot. I just got literally to the first joint of my finger in there because you don't want it to penetrate right up into the bristles, the top where the bristles enter the handle, because that's what breaks down the glue that makes you lose bristles. So I just start by getting it gently wet, coming away from the water, putting some of the Dr. Bronner's in my hand and then soaping it up and watching all the colour come out.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
and here we go. And I just put them into a towel to let them drain inside here. Now it looks a lot, but for example, I have a couple of these. These are a really good foundation brush just to smooth everything over. You know, they all have different purposes. Here we go. But what I do is I use one for a week and then pop it away, and if I haven't got around to washing it, then I grab the other one out, and now it's dirty as well. Same for a lot of the eyeshadow brushes, the blush brushes, things like that. If I haven't done them for a while, I keep pulling out a fresh one. They will all dry out beautifully. So this is a Guerlain one for the meteorites. And I have had this for close to 10 years and it's in perfect condition. So I keep them clean and fluffed and make sure that there's as little water as possible going up into this part of the brush. And if they're good quality brushes to start with, they will do you very well for many years. Right, next step, I'll just clean out this and give it a wipe down. This is Magic How to Grow Lashes, Revita Lash, which is fantastic. It supports breast cancer, all the good things, and for me it really works well.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond dawn. A bigger scale, the world in hand.
Now before I switch over and clean the mirrors and then switch over to this side and clean this side of the vanity, I thought I'd better check that these are okay. My toothbrush probably needs a new head. Yeah, that's basically okay. Oh, this side could do with a bit of a tidy. Not a lot, it's not bad. That's basically tidy. I've just got travel size things at the top. Coming down, I've got things I pick up when they're on special, like this one. I might use that tonight. And that's a Garnier. These are the Garnier eye treatments. This one's one of those cute vitamin C shot ones that you squeeze, and because the tissue is up in here, and you squeeze it up into it. More to the point, it gives you a ton of product that can't possibly all sink into the face mask itself, and so you end up with a lot to put on your elbows and arms and knees and anywhere else that's, you know, needs a bit of love. So that's a good one. They live up there, out of the way. Oops. Lots of little sampley things in here that I really do need to start using up. Everything else is pretty tidy. It's okay here, yep. And then over here I have just the standard. These are my contact lens things up here. Just various oils and bits and bobs, things for my eyes and nails, and with a sore finger. And other things, just random bits in there, but that's pretty tidy. Now I just have to clean it. Now the next thing I do, which is just before I will clean this side of the vanity and clean the basin, is I'm going to spray the shower with cleaner, because that will give it time to dwell time to go through and eat up all the bugs and whatever, and then I just have to get in there and wipe it all down. Now one thing to remember is that every time I shower, so at least once a day, I use the squeegee and I squeeze it down, and I usually spray it with the daily shower spray from Method, and mainly because it smells nice. No, not mainly. It happens to smell really nice, and it keeps it from sort of getting all grimy. So by the time I do it really well once a month, that's tons. So I effectively clean it every day and then really clean it every month. Okay, this side is pretty much the same. I just got a stack of hand towels here, my Christmassy ones, the reindeer and the angel, my beautiful things that come out for Christmas. And I just have my stack ones that I use when I'm taking my makeup off and things like that. But this just means that in order to tidy, I just have to lift everything out of the way. I did have some plants in here, but they died.
You came out of nowhere that first time. Said you were too tired to walk the line. I said then hold up, precious. I can be a goldsmith and you a nomad or a tailor, and we don't have to follow the rules. Oh, I can do anything when I look
And
at
here we
you.
go. The bathroom is never going to be glamorous, but it is perfectly clean, tidy, everything's organised. Needs some little Christmas touches, but the best touch of all for a bathroom is to be clean. I've got fresh towel out. Remember, I use these Turkish towels. I just love them. They're so absorbent and they dry so quickly, which is fantastic. Everything is cleaned, dusted, sorted through a bit. These cupboards, hello. I don't know, some of you will wave back, so hey, I'm watching. Thank you for waving back. Yes, I just lit the candle because one day it's going to stop working and I'm just going to have to give up the fact that I need another one. I'm not intending to be in Paris this year. Well, not this year, obviously, maybe next. And I have these lovely Christmassy towels, and I've got the first one out. My little angel's tucked in under there waiting to come out next. So, it took a bit longer than I'd hoped because I really did give everything a very good scrub. And now it's time I'm going to clean the toilet. And this time I'm going to use what I haven't used before for ages, but it's a steamer. And every now and again I just like to go over everything with the steamer because it cleans it so well, and also of course is a great antibacterial. Nothing lives, or very little lives, under that steam. So I'm going to get in here and I will put some cleaner into the toilet bowl and then to let that sit for a little while, and then I'll work over the whole area with the steamer.
I believe everything to be true. Oh, every little bit of my heart lights up. Oh, can you please tell it to never stop?
Now the other thing I will do before I put the brush back in the toilet is to also use the steamer on
My
it.
worried mind seems to fall behind, and I can find time to reflect.
Okay. Perfectly clean. Now what I do normally, and this is a trick I learned from the Fly Lady. She believes in swishing and swiping and something every day, and that's a good idea. What I do is I just use a cheap hand wash that I pick up at the dollar store, and this one happens to be a pomegranate one, and I put in a little bit into this jar, and the jar is what I keep the toilet brush in, which I had also steamed clean, by the way, just as a matter of interest. This one just sits down there quietly. I change it every week and it's really clean. There's the toilet, completely clean, ready to go, and also ready to be painted, which is another good thing. But cleaning, the other thing I wanted to say is please put down your toilet lids, because so many people don't. And what they don't seem to realise is that basically when you flush your loo, it becomes an atomizer and it pushes particles into the air. Whereas you have the lid closed, then it doesn't. So it's just a little hygiene thing that's more important than almost anything else, is put down the lid. There we are, my little sanitation moment of the week. Now, straight into the laundry, which is alright. I just need to change my pictures up on there, or iron those flat, or laminate them, or all of the above. I've got to put my plant food down here, which is where I keep my gardening things. Apart from that, it's actually reasonably, it's pretty tidy. I've just got a pile of cleaning cloths there and here, and that's the cleaning bucket with extra things that I use. That's about it really. I think this little duster needs a clean, and I have a small load of washing to go in as soon as I'm finished. Time to clean this, which isn't too bad for a laundry tub, but I will give it a good steam.
I have you by my side. Oh, we can run mad, be free falling, and yet be glad. Oh, I can do anything when I look at you. Oh,
There we go, shiny. Little tub back in there. I'll just put these away, and then really it's just a matter of washing the floor and I'm ready to go. I might actually wait till I can use the steamer on the floor, because it would be nice to get into all of those little crevices. That's what it's really, really good for. And apart from that, everything is pretty clean and tidy and pretty well organised. And that, apart from my floor, which I will do when I can refill the steamer, it has a safety lock on it, and I can't open it until it's cooled right down. What I will do though is put on a load of microfiber cloths. It's not glamorous cleaning. It's just, as I said one stage, it's like brushing your teeth. It's one of those things that you do. If you get a lot of enjoyment out of brushing your teeth, I really do suggest you speak to somebody about that, because it's a little bit unusual. Or maybe it's just a fun thing for you. But I don't get a lot of pleasure out of cleaning, but I do get pleasure out of having it done, as I say, like brushing your teeth. And so I don't think about it, I just do it. I want to do it as efficiently as possible and as well as possible, without sort of getting fussy about it. Sort of, except for that thing about putting the loose seat down, I'm a bit fussy about that. So that's another week gone and another month of zone cleaning completed. I will be leaving that now. We won't even think about that till at some point in 2019. Doesn't that scare you? So I will be doing Christmassy things and 2019 planning things as I go. And I'm also opening my advent calendar. And these are the two things I've got out so far. The little body lotion, but a full-size lip balm, which is very nice. That's a little good size for travelling. But that's only 2 down. I've got a lot to go. 22 indeed to go. And remember, if you want to join me while I open those, they're going to be on my Instagram stories. So hop over to Instagram and subscribe, follow me if you would like to. But you can have a look at my stories and see what I've been doing. So if you'd like to follow along, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you know it's so important. Otherwise I'll get lost in the feed. But yes, I'd love to have you along, and we've got some fun things to do for December, but also got a lot to do in 2019. The word of 2019 is sassy. We're going to get our sass back on, which I think we should never lose, to be honest. And it's a good thing to keep forever, in a nice way, of course. So I hope that whatever you're doing, you're having a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye.